Hi friends, it's Katie from I Like to Cut and Paste, and I wanted to come on here and work on our Jello book together, right? Wait for it, hashtag JJ Madness. That's right, that's hosted by the wonderful Susan over at I Totally Love It. I will put information in the description below. So yeah, we've been working on our Jello. And last night I was watching TV with my family and I made these fun clips. Remember, there's our mulberry paper page, and I've got ideas for that. So I'm not really a jewelry maker, but look at that cute owl. And then my biggest thing is trying not to have sharp edges. And so if there's a tool, you guys, like a wire cutter that helps prevent that, let me know, because I don't even know how to look that up. I had a little cactus bead. They're like those plastic beads. And why did I put that there? But that's because of my of this gusseted thing. I have my cactus thing. So I was like, why not? So cute, right? And then I put, so there's 4 strings because there's 2 signatures and each 2 signatures has 2 strings, which would equal 4 strings down here. But I thought it might be too crowded, so it's gonna sit like this. And so I'm gonna do something fun with these, which I haven't quite decided yet. And I wanted to show you, this isn't, I guess it's a semi-haul, I don't know. If you shop at Hobby Lobby, if you don't, that's totally cool. But they had some really awesome sales on like beads. Not to mention it was the like 50% off some of the beads and charm stuff, but like 99 cents. Do I need flat back pearls? No. But 49 cents, like that's cheaper than $1.25 tree, y'all. So I had to indulge a little bit, and look at this. This is so cute. It's 94 cents. Was $4.99, which if it was half off, be $2.50. But it's like a little plant that hangs. I think a succulent. Oh, let me see. Isn't that so cute? So cute. And I thought maybe not for this one, but for one of these, we could have it hang off the back. You know what I mean? Like how cute would that be? So yeah, I got these. I don't know if I'm clever enough to turn them into earrings because I actually have a bracelet that's an octopus, but those are so cool. Yeah, so in here I'm working on some other stuff, which we'll talk about at a later time. So I was very excited to share that stuff with you. Okay, so we have all sorts of stuff going on because we've got to finish this little guy because July is coming very rapidly. All right, so one of the first things I wanted to do was I am going to move my cute little owl. I think the owls were on sale too. Like, you can get a whole bunch of them. We're just going to move him over here. All right, because we're getting better, our list. So I'm going to go ahead and mark off the dangles. Oh, I had a pink pen. Hold on a second. Found the pink pen. I don't like to, print this off over and over again. So the different marks are the different books I've used. Ruffle, tip in, dangle. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're needing 5 more things. And right now, I got this from a very nice lady's stash, and it's Martha Stewart, and so it's like flower rings, right? And then you have some independent ones, but I thought what we would do, I'm gonna zoom a little bit here. What I thought we would do, because I thought they was like super cute on this page, is we'll make it a field of daisies. And then I'm just going to cut some of these apart. What? Cut it apart. That's right. That's right. Sometimes we have to make things work for us, right? So, see this little, we're going to snip it there. And and snip it there. We're gonna make it work for us. All right, because look how cute those look. I thought about, like, these were some Hobby Lobby flowers and they look cute too, but there's just something bright and happy with these little daisies here, and I just wanted to use them. So, like, this one's not gonna work because it's attached to that band, so I'll figure something out with it later. Yeah, so I hope y'all are having a fun, crafty day. Let's see. And then what I thought we would do, and then I have a sunshine, because, yeah, I like the sunshine. And then this is cool, because you'll see the sunshine on the back right there. So when it closes, boop, a little bit of sunshine. So I made these, I don't even know, but I made them off my Silhouette machine. And then I put like glitter glue or something fun on the back. So we'll go ahead, let's guess who's here, our friend Glossy. And I'm just gonna do this here in the corner, because that way we'll do it like that. Super cute, super cute. All right, and then we're just, so these have some pop, oh, you see that? That came off, good. I don't know if Martha Stewart is still making crafts. She had a thing with Michaels moons ago, and she actually had, I don't know if it's before or after she went to the prison place, but she had at the time it was like 8.5 by 11 or 12 by 12. Like 12 by 12 seemed like it was really popular. And then they also had the smaller pads, but oh, look at me, I'm just tearing stuff, y'all. It's okay, it's okay, nobody's gonna see the back. But she made it like, if I believe, 14 by 14. So at Michael's, I think they were like the exclusive. You could buy her stuff from Michael's, and she, yeah, it was like 14 by 14 paper pads, and what do you call it? The scrapbooks and the pages. Like, it was kind of like, you know, if you're doing that, you would buy her stuff exclusively, right? Because nobody else was doing 14 by 14. But as we progress to the future, you see what kind of stuck around was 12 by 12, and then anything smaller than that. Or I guess you could go bigger, but you're gonna be, I don't know. You're gonna have to doctor it up a little bit. I just always think it's interesting, you know, and it could be one of those things that could have really taken off, but 14 by, like, we barely have space for 12 by 12. You know what I mean? Like, IKEA had to come out with a whole shelving situation. And record sizes, are they 12 by 12? Or are they like 14 by 14? I don't know. You know, like, it's, and it's perfect square, and so it's whatever, but yep. So I also thought I would make some little, I still have my mulberry paper, y'all. Make some little stuff. And I still have other, like, Martha Stewart stuff. Like, she had glitter. She had all sorts of stuff. And like I said, I don't know what she does now. You know, she hangs out with Snoop Dogg, which I think is pretty awesome. Them at the Olympics, whenever that was last, right? It's cool. It is cool. So that's what I'm looking at doing. And then maybe make a couple like handmade leaves, right? So I'm just gonna kind of like free cut some leaves. You could use a pencil and make this a little bit more exact. You betcha. Or maybe I need darker, because it kind of gets lost there, you see? It kind of gets lost. Let me go see if I have another color. Okay. All right, friends, I'm back. Look, I have darker, and then I have more green to go with that green. I hope I don't sound like I'm complaining about having mulberry paper. I was thinking about that. I like to overthink. I don't know if anybody else is into overthinking. Oh, that's so tough. I almost kind of like this darker. I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to move along because I realize I kind of craft slow, and I want y'all to hang out. So we'll do one of these little guys, and then I've got some more big ideas. So, but those are all kind of in there. Oh, and there's that leaf. All right. So, what was it? I was going to say something. Oh, remember, this is on the hill. I think it'll be okay. I think I'm going to trim it up, though, right? It's a little thick. I was thinking about sunflowers. You know, they can grow tall. And then there's lots of varieties of them. We've got a local farm that grows them in the spring and maybe the fall. I don't know. Yes, the fall, because they've got a corn maze and like a, you know, big fall thing, which is super fun. Corn mazes are kind of a crazy little thing. Do you like corn mazes? Do you like corn mazes? Comment below. I'm gonna say yes. I like being outside at that time, you know. There we go. Look how cute. And now we're just gonna kind of I'm gonna do like this. Chop this, and we'll make sure I'm in frame and give my little flower some leaves. And so I was thinking, so today's Friday, and so I'm hoping to put this video on the YouTube, and then on Monday come back and we'll do the flip through, and hopefully it's completed. You know, because we've got big things going on for July. We have Jello Junk Journal Challenge. I think I said that right. I think I did, you guys, I did. And then Susan's Junk Journal Madness, you know, like the July edition. And I don't know, I'll give you a secret. I'm not a guest collaborator, so I don't know what's going on with it. Maybe one day, y'all, maybe. Just gotta, I'm gonna make this leaf a little smaller. You know, I'm still getting used to this. If you've been on YouTube a while, you know, you probably got your rhythm. But it's a little bit different animal, you know, than the old Instagram. I'm making this video, and I usually watch YouTube while I make stuff. Well, it's quiet here because I'm trying to not have anything in the background, right? And talk and concentrate on what I'm doing. So it changes it a little bit. Like I said, I made these yesterday with my family. So y'all don't want to see me talk. Like, it's boring for me to show y'all how, like, and the biggest thing is just making sure you get beads that are big enough. So you go over to where they sell the beads in the plastic. But these actually were strung, and there's different colors, and they're super pretty. So look, there we go. And I will work on getting the rest. But that's a pretty nice contrast. What do you think? So nice. Okay. So we're working on that. I have an idea for this, but while you are here at the $1.25 tree, I saw a video saying that they're going to raise their prices to $1.50. So that means I'm going to have to call it a $1.50 tree. Oh, goodness, friends. Well, that's just getting very expensive, don't you think? Okay, I thought that was pretty. And then this is a doily. Well, all that to say, this is a doily. If you go over to the kitchen section, I think they have, I almost want to say they have 3, but maybe it's 2, maybe it's 1. I don't know. But I had cut this in half because people were using doilies. And now, granted, this is, I don't know how they made this. Mass produced, I'm sure. But I bought it from the $1.25 tree. And I cut it in half. And so I really think it'll help. It'll help a couple things. Like, this is kind of boring. Like, I'm not, like, duh, it's kind of boring. And then you got this whole Tyvek tape word showing here. So that's what I was thinking, is that I would do that. My only other thought process is, should I make them into pockets or not? So I'm still thinking about that. Then, oh, I had an idea. I was going to punch some flowers, because that is on our list of things that we can make, is paper flowers. So let me get some paper, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, friends. One of the things I wanted to show you guys was if you made some paper flowers with a punch. This punch was a Stampin' Up punch, but it was very old and it was making me crazy. So, I have this kind of punch. Anything that makes your flowers. So we're making paper flowers. I always hate that they shoot off somewhere. Like, where did they go? Let me see. Let me make another one. Let's see. And one of the fun things is, if you have like a piece of craft foam and you have a stylus, which these are probably undervalued. And then, like, I saw Tim Holtz do a thing, and then you can also use them to make paint dots, like paint and then dot paint. Like, they're very, very useful. And then sometimes to in your cutter, you can put your paper down, and I think it can even kind of like emboss a line. So, but don't quote me on that, okay? So, if what we're going to do is, my water's a little, I think we're just going to do a little spritz. I think I use it for like just a tad bit of paint, because I was too lazy to go get a little container of water. That happens sometimes. All right, so where are we? Let's zoom in. And I take, this one's really small, so I could take this, and look, it just starts to curl up. Is that just, this one's a little bit bigger, so we just do like this. It's just magical. And then, seriously, I am a mere novice, but if you go watch like Tim Holtz's like paper shaper, or I don't know, the video, because he's got a whole kit, it does a great job of, you know. And then look, it's not flat. I just think it's kind of magical. So what we're going to do with our little flowers here is we're going to put it on the other side of this. So we made paper flowers, so we can check that off our list. And then I'm going to use from this stack of washi, which is how that was made, the same one, to give it kind of a little bit of unity, and then a little bit of a background, because I don't have enough, like I said. The punch that made this size, which I love this little shaped flower, right? And there's something about punch. It was sticking. And let me tell you guys, it's old. It's been around a while. It was secondhand to me. So I just had to, like, say no, you know? Like, I gotta throw it away, because if it doesn't work for me, it's not going to work for the person at the thrift store, right? Like, so just had to go in the trash. And it saddens me, because I don't like to throw stuff away, but you imagine having to go to, like, you go to the thrift store, you're all excited that you got some punches for a little less expensive, and then you come home and they don't work. And punches, I don't know, some people have luck, they said, with, like, the aluminum foil, but that's not really been my jam. So yeah. And then I actually tried a fancy, like, corner punch that I bought firsthand, and it gave me problems. So I was like, you know what, you're going to not keeping stuff that's not working good, you know, for what, one day to be aggravated another time by the same thing. No. It's got to go. All right, so I'm trimming this. All right, trimming my washi tape. All right. So there it is on the edge. All right, so we got a little bit of a tie-in. Do you have to tie it in? No. Could you use it different? Yes. Absolutely, because if you're making your journal, it's your journal. All right, so then I'm going to flatten it. I'm going to take this out. Flatten it up, and we're going to, and you see why I put it, because you're going to get some underneath, right? And it might it flatten. It might. That's okay. We're just having fun. I'm gonna put one on the top, one on the bottom, and then this different colored one right here. Initially I was thinking I'd fill the whole row. You know, like you could even have them double-sided. You can do however you want to, right? You could have them like this, but I think I'm just gonna have them like this. And that doesn't even there we go, spaced enough. All right, and why this one got dirty, I don't know, but thought it was maybe the dirty water, but might have been this had dirt. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? All right, then we've got these, which I believe came from $1.25 Tree at some point. Look, they haven't been used. So what do we think? Oh, he's sliding. That's no good. Oh man, now they're not. Okay, let's do a redo. Let's don't get too excited, right? I'm just excited to put centers on. All right. There. Not as big as my sunshine, so that's good. All right, so I reckon we'll do, oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this yellow one here. Oh, I was really kind of hoping it would cover that. And the yellow one here. But, you know, such is life. And then we'll put this orange one. Sorry, you guys. Orange one here. Yeah, so that way it's like, oh, we know it's different. Look how cute. So cute. So, now we've paper flowers we made. Could you use like your instead of a punch, you could cut them out. You could, however you want to make flowers, that's fine. It's fine. I also want to say, I hope that you're able to check out the other collaborators for Junk Journal Madness. There's so much talent. Susan's talented, and just whoever else is playing. Like, there's just so fun to see how other people make stuff, I think. Not paper beads. What was it? Paper flowers. All right, let's see. Let me see. Oh, paper, like altered paper clips. All right, so I have this fun crayon. You know what this is? This is like a Christmas ornament. If you go, again, Hobby Lobby, I am so sorry, you guys. That's the only place I seem to shop. But you might go find them at, like, Michael's. I think because Hobby Lobby is the closest. During Christmas time, which will start in August, okay, so you don't have to wait very long, if not now, they start having, they've got, like, mini Christmas tree stuff. Well, that stuff is sized perfectly for all of our crafting needs. Like, that's a perfect size, you know? So I'm going to probably, like, I could hang it off here. I don't know, but I'm going to use this yellow crayon. And there's something about salvages, I don't know what they call it, but this is that part of the material, you know, nobody wants, like, this is where they started or whatever. And so, otherwise, my crayon's not, he's just flopping around there. So, let's do this. Let's see. The side's a little skinnier. Let's see. This seems like a job for fabric scissors, but who knows what they are. All right, let's see. What if, I haven't tried this before, my friends. What if we do like this? Because we know how it's going to. And if it doesn't work, you know what? Then I'm going to take the crayon off and leave the ribbons. All right, so there's that. So cute, right? Like, ooh. And what I was thinking is we would put another one on this side. Yes, yes, yes. And then we've made an altered paper clip. Not hidden, no. That's a whole different thing. There's some great tutorials on hidden paper clips. And then I made one last month inspired by Paint by Les, which I think I said Paint Biles. And that's how my brain works, you guys. As like it doesn't always work the way it should. And yeah, so anyway, she's on Instagram. If you have Instagram and you want to be inspired on the daily, okay, yeah, I don't know about you. I'm gonna say no. Let's say no to the crayon, and maybe we can figure out something else for it. And the reason why I haven't turned off this video is because I wanted to just show y'all just the alterness of this paper clip here. So we'll take that apart and we'll just scoot this one off. Because, you know, it's about trying stuff. You know, I hope that you're trying stuff, experimenting. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So then we're left with this, but that's super cute. And then we'll just put this on a page. Maybe we'll have a couple of them, you know, because this one looks kind of lonely. Then we have stuff up here. So I'm going to mark off altered paper clip. I keep putting my pen away. Altered paper clip. There's a cool thing, again, by Les, who she does some cool stuff with some beads, altered, which is on my list of things to try. So now where are we at? 1, 2, let's zoom out a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my goodness, I need 13. 3 more things. 15 can be, you know what I realized is I think that the size of my little book here, it has made it kind of hard. So, I tell you what, oh, God, I've got tabs on my mind too, and I can't find them, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. So if I do tabs, that gets us up to 13. And then we just need 2 more things. Probably some tuck situations are going to happen. I think I'm actually going to do a pocket page. Where is it? Like a book page pocket. I'm going to show you guys first. Like, maybe, oh, you know, we got those staples from this. Oh, this paper ruffle. I have an idea for that too. I didn't get it out yet. Is maybe that I would put some vellum here and then glue this, and then that becomes a pocket, and then subsequently we will cover those back staples. That's a happy day. So that's kind of in my head. And then I forgot about my little mistake here with the binding. So we'll figure that out too. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and then come back on Monday for reveal for the final flip through. Thank you so much for joining me on this trip, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, bye.